Home cars. In the beginning, they were cars, and Americans loved their cars. But it wasn't enough to get from point A to point B. Our nation's adventurous spirit demanded more, and so vintage RVs were born. Some of the first home cars appeared in the early 20th century, when intrepid thinkers took their Ford Model T and turned them into mobile living quarters. Land yachts. Over the years, motorhomes have evolved, acquiring more luxurious features and eventually branching out into the chic world of Class A motorhomes.
Our team did our best to make this video interesting for you guys. We'd appreciate your likes and subscribe. Enjoy!
The 1970 Citroën HY camper was produced by the French automobile company Citroën and was manufactured from 1947 to 1981. This vehicle was distinguished by its high and rectangular body, which gave it a unique look. Ford Transit offers a variety of van and minibus sizes to meet the needs of different businesses and users. The Transit can have a large payload, allowing to transport goods and equipment efficiently. Volkswagen Camry Van is a series of iconic campers. Thanks to their popularity in the mid-20th century, these motorhomes became a symbol of freedom and travel. Vintage motorhome Condor Coach, 1960s, 1964, one of the first models of minivans. It already allowed to comfortably overcome many kilometers of the American highway. Vintage yellow-green interior of a Traveco motorhome, 1970. We see comfortable living conditions. Travelers' dreams come true. Vintage Superior 20-foot motorhomes, 1972. New Superior 2000 with all the design features and monastery block. With any of the 3 options, you can choose from the 3 exterior and 7 interior color combinations. Bob Hope says, "Cancel my reservation, I'll take my Apollo," 1972. Bob Hope, star of the movie Naha Enterprises Productions, always uses his Apollo motorhome for filming movies, mobile office, golf vacations, and enjoying a cruise. Old-fashioned Dodge motorhome, 1972. How comfortable do you think it is to have a motorhome? This family is completely satisfied with their choice. A great American tradition, the Great New Getaway Mobile, 1973. A new motorhome designed by General Motors from tire to tire has all the down-to-earth comfort, looks and lifestyle amenities of a true second home at a price. Introduction: the GMC motorhome. It doesn't drive like a truck. It doesn't feel like a box. 1973. A new era in driving begins. The GMC motorhome has better insulation than most homes, with or without wheels. GMC motorhome, 1974. You can already see how they have moved away from the format of a regular box to a more modern variant that we can see today. Not so many years ago, a motorhome was considered an esoteric vehicle. Most travelers preferred to stay in a hotel or motel. The steering wheel and dashboard of a van from the 1970s. As you can see, ergonomics was at the forefront. Motorhome Holiday Rambler, 1974. You have to see it. The Holiday Rambler is a dramatic new trailer design. Dynamic lawns for even better towering capacity. Aluminium frame construction for durability and reliable. To the good life. The Holiday Rambler was the engineering and design you want in a traveling vacation home. Was the beauty of creative interiors. Design your own, just like you would with any vacation home. You were thinking of Winnebago, right? Because Winnebago sells more than anyone else. However, there are actually two leaders. Champion Home Builders and Winnebago sell almost the same number of full-size motorhomes. Interior of a vintage motorhome Ithaca C5er, 1978. The view of the minivan inside already resembles a nice apartment. Would you buy a minivan? Airstream motorhome of the 1970s, 1979. This was the advertisement, and how could you not buy it with such a presentation? It is impossible to believe that in those days it was possible to create such an interior. Imagine what motorhomes can look like nowadays. Luxury Campbell snail on the basis of Volkswagen Transporter. What only campers are not made by fans of traveling on wheels? Another creation was presented by the Jumas Bari shop from Jakarta. An overnight stay in a trailer, a motorhome, the dim light of lanterns, the warm glow of candles, and the acoustic guitar make for a perfect evening filled with an atmosphere of comfort and romance. This is what an ordinary campsite looked like in the summer. The photo conveys the feeling of coziness and comfort with a motorhome. The photo of a large number of minivans converging creates the impression of an impressive collection of these vehicles, being a visual symphony of compact and practical vehicles. This is the first step of motorhome. It's just a tent on the roof of the car. The comfort of modern and past minivans is incomparable.
An old-fashioned automobile crashed into a tree, 1920. Looks like this car knocked down a street lamp on a very rainy day. It's an interesting scene. A truck drives into a multi-store garage in East Cambridge. It's the driver's mismaneuvering or a navigation error that has put the truck in a difficult and unexpected position. A car went out of control and crashed through a fence on the B&A tracks near Greenwich Park, South End. Apparently, someone was late for a train. The car was traveling on the road and lost control and crashed into the fence. Fortunately, the fence kept the car from falling, preventing serious damage. The car was found on the stairs due to a possible loss of control or technical malfunction. which caused it to go off the road and get stuck on the stairs. An overturned car that flipped after crash. Car accidents and overturned cars emphasize the danger of the rapid growth of automotive industry 1920. Prohibition-era car wreck with boxes of moonshine. This is a reflection of how the illegal alcohol business of the time took risks in transporting their goods. 1922. At Antique Motor Vehicle Wreck reflects the initial stages of car technology and safety measures. At this time, cars did not have modern safety systems, so accidents were more frequent and often led to serious consequences. In 1926. An accident from the 1930s with two cars in field. Two cars collide on a highway near a field, and the cars were seriously damaged. The drivers got out of their cars and acted according to the situation. A man who reversed out of a parking space into a station wagon. The drivers reacted by exchanging documents and calling the police to resolve the situation. A vintage street scene of a collision between three cars from the 1950s. The cars were seriously damaged as a result. The drivers fled to the scene, and several witnesses tried to help and called to the police to resolve the conflict. A car crashed into a tree in Boston in 1955. The accident may have been caused by a loss of control or other technical malfunction. People gather around the wreck of an old car, 1958. Curiosity about the car's condition gathered a bunch of passers-by after helping the driver. The scene of a vintage car accident on a highway in 1958. The devastating consequences of this accident may have been indicative of the lack of modern safety and transportation efficiency system at the time. Helping a woman out of a car after an accident in 1959. The photo shows support from passers-by. This episode reflects the importance of cooperation and assistance in emergency situations, especially in the context of that time. Girl lifted from classical car turn on its side, 1959. We can see the importance of help and support in learning to drive safely. This photo emphasizes the need to educate and train new drivers to avoid such situations in the future. Modern T Ford, smash in the middle, 1922. The photo shows the vulnerability of cars of the time before the introduction of more modern safety systems. A car accident on the Charles River in Cambridge in 1933. When a car hands over a bridge, can be a dramatic incident that arouses the fascination and curiosity of others. A fireboard pulls a car out of the Fall River after it plunged into the water, killing 3 people. A group of children, having run away from home, decided to play a prank and steal a car. During their journey, the car lost control and crashed into the lawyer's car. Such a rash and truly unfortunate situation led to a tragic outcome. The photo shows a Shell gas station. The red and yellow Shell logo is clearly visible. In the background, a competitor's gas station is probably burning. At the gas station under the shining sun, an elegant girl lovingly fills a vintage car, impressing all those who pass by with her style and retro aura. This is not only a moment of refueling, but also a temptation to enjoy the charm of these two.
Our team did our best to make this video interesting for you guys. We'd appreciate your likes and subscribe. Enjoy!
At the gas station, to the engine noise of a vintage car, a man in work clothes is refining the engine, supported by experience, while his accomplice, a woman in heavy jeans and a t-shirt, stands politely by, helping with pleasure. At a cafe with a sophisticated atmosphere, an attractive waitress offers the man in the convertible not only a delicious meal, but also a sense of elegant pleasure accompanied by the wind and delicious food on the road. In the car repair shop, a stunningly confident woman in bikini with a frank approach repairs a car. This unexpected image reflects that an expert in her field can be in every area of life, even when it comes to mechanics. These two girls are undoubtedly keeping their old Chrysler clean and well maintained. Washington, 1950. The photo shows an old gas station that used to be the real heart of this small town. It always had a special atmospheric mood around it, especially in the evening when the streets were gradually covered in darkness. The owner of the gas station has always cared about the comfort of his customer. The walls of the gas station were decorated with photographs and artifacts from the history of the city, which told their own story. In those years when winter snow fell on the city, the Texas gas station became a real refuge for vintage car owners. Behind the doors of this gas station, streams of warm light and laughter hid from the snow and wind. At the time, many car owners considered Union 76 their second home. Every evening, motorists gathered here to discuss their travels, share stories and plans for the futures. In the photo, we see a true master of his craft, a gas station attendant. Nowadays, vintage red gas pumps have become a prominent element of this gas station, impressing everyone who stops here. AZ owns gas station. The market cars are waiting for their turn to get a new charge of energy. Everything around is filled with an atmosphere of warmth and interaction. The photo shows a magnificent vintage car, extremely well maintained and well preserved,
which attracts attention like a magnet. Its elegant line and noble color are in perfect harmony with the blue sky and clear sun. This image below shows another unique canopy design. Note the triangular sloped canopy that dominates the design of the gas station, although the name does not appear on the dome itself. At the gas station, amidst the splashing water and noise and the distant winding of pumps, a group of guys with cheerful smiles and a working attitude are delightfully washing the wheels of the car, giving it not only a well-groomed look, but also... At the gas station, a group of guys with cheerful smiles and a working attitude diligently wash the wheels of the car, giving it not a well-groomed look, but also a feeling of freshness. At a gas station, amid the smell of fuel and the sound of pumps, a man carefully examines his tire and discovers that it has a flat. With determination, he picks up the nail that caused the problem. A man refueling a car shows the restless smoke from his cigarette dancing in the rhythm of wind, creating a shot that captures the relaxing casual atmosphere of the moment refueling. At the gas station, two women dressed in brightly colored suits almost crawl under the hood of their car, determined to find the problem. Utah, gas station on a winter New Year's Eve. The photo shows snow-covered cars and an empty gas station. Everyone is celebrating. Here's a photo from the warm land of the United States. The influx of vacationers has always been profitable for gas stations. At the gas station, a woman with exquisite craftsmanship ignites a circle, adding an element of aesthetics to the mechanical world. A man stylishly dressed in a gas station attendant's uniform stands in the background of a gas station. His attentive gaze and confident posture reflect his commitment to providing high-quality service in this highly specialized environment. A row of Gilmore gas stations created an impression of elegance and retro style at the gas station. The bright colors and classic design give this station a special charm that attracts motorists and vintage lovers. A vintage car illuminated by broad headlamps brings the aesthetic of the past to the forefront against the backdrop of a Shell gas station bathed in night lights. This painting embodies the combination of classic style and past environment. Mechanics are engaged in car maintenance. Their hands are skillfully working to provide vehicles with the necessary service at this technical hub. At Dairy Queen, you can expect not only fuel or fueling, but also a special emphasis of the convenience and aesthetics of service, distinguished by the highest possible attention to detail and quality service.
Chevrolet El Camino. Cups and pickup belong to the completely opposite spectrum of cars, but in the 1960s, Chevy got away with creating a hybrid of the two.
Subaru brother after the El Camino gained a reputation as a classic. Subaru tried to recreate the same formula for a coupe pickup. The result of this quest was the Brat. The Isetta was the first car to reach 1955 miles per gallon in 1904. If you don't mind an extremely dangerous and illegal car, you can use it to get to work when your fuel prices are through the roof. DMC DeLorean. This thing still looks sick in 2022. Imagine coming to prom in one of these in the 1980s. The stainless steel panels, straight lines, and wedge-shaped shape of this car made it too modern for its time. Mercedes-Benz 300 SL. The SL or Super Light is one of the most popular cars of all time, and I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for including these classics on this list. Dimaction. Despite the fact that today this thing is called an automobile, the creator, Buckminster Fuller, refused to call that. This car was supposed to be able to carry 1,000 passengers and to be able to move by land, air, and water. Oscar Mayer Wienermobile equipped with a 6.0-liter V8 engine. This is not only a show car, it can move at a decent speed with great maneuverability. Chevy Astra 3. This demonic love child between a Batmobile and a jet plane was a product of a time when airplanes were just becoming something special, and researchers had discovered this trendy new science called aerodynamics. Citroën DC was one of two models produced by Citroën for many years. It was an era when the concept of aerodynamics was understood, but methods for determining the most efficient shape had not yet been developed. General Motors Firebird 3. If there was ever a car that was more airplane than car, this would have to be it. Firebird had a gas turbine engine, winds and tail vents, air brakes, and a fighter jet mounted joystick for steering. That's Weightman, special number 26. What looks like 4 tires bolted to a drum was one of their best race cars. Think what the others would have looked like. The Bond bug was designed by Tom Karen for the Reliant Motor Company, which produced in between 1970 and 1974. This two-seated, three-wheelchaired car was designed as a cheap way to get around for the masses. General Motors' Lee Sauber. It was 1951. The world was still recovering from the war, and General Motors came up with this monstrosity of a car, named after F-86 Le Sauber fighter jet. Alfa Romeo Disco steering wheel. Today, aerodynamics is one of the main considerations in the design of any specialized racing car. But back in the 1950s, engineers relied more on brute force and precise steering. Trojan's huge hut might make you think there's an engine underneath. However, the unreliable 4-cylinder two-stroke engine was actually placed under the seats. The Lotus Europa was very unusual when it came out in 1966. Even though it doesn't look special today, it was also quite unique in that it had a mid-engine layout. Ford Giron, even before Chevy had this ridiculous idea of making a three-wheeled car possible, Ford tried to create one whose only 2 wheels. The Amphichair is remembered as the most famous not-military amphibious vehicle in history. Produced from 1961 to 1967, it had a set of propellers at the rear, and the front wheels performed the main functions of steering directly.
The Jaguar MK4 3/1 liter, launched in 1948, is a member of the legendary Jaguar series of British cars. Its fascinating design was marked by classic curvilinear shapes and chrome accents, emphasizing the brand's sophistication. The Rolls-Royce Phantom V. James Young Sedanza DeVille, 1962, is a luxury car with an elegant red design and Sedanca DeVille configuration. It has a handcrafted interior using the best materials. Our team did our best to make this video interesting for you guys. We'd appreciate your likes and subscribe. Enjoy! The 1931 Cadillac V12 convertible sedan is a representative of the luxury car era of the 1930s. It was characterized by a V12 engine that guaranteed a powerful and smooth ride. The 1939 Porsche Type 64 is a prototype car developed by Ferdinand Porsche. This unique car is the initial step in the creation of the legendary Porsche line and was defined by its distinctive design and engineering innovation. The 1963 Triumph TR3B Roadster is a sports car produced by Triumph in 1963. It was equipped with a 2,138cc engine with a 105 HP, which guaranteed lively and emotional driving. The 1953 Fiat Abarth 1100 Sports Coupe by Gia is an elite Italian sports car with a powerful engine from Abarth and exquisite design by Gia, one of the limited series, which makes it popular among collectors. This 1954 Plymouth Explorer dream car is the world's rarest Plymouth. Like a majority of other Chrysler Corporation dream cars of the period, the sporty Plymouth Explorer was bodied by Carrozzeria Gia in Turin, Italy. In 1958, Cadillac introduced a unique model that was striking in its originality, the Cadillac Fleetwood Submarine. This elegant sedan went beyond the ordinary. It combined the luxury of Cadillac car and submarine technology. The 1956 International Traveler is a large and impressive car that represents automotive history and practically in the form of a retro-style crossover. Harvest automotive enthusiast. The 1963 Volvo 544 Sport is a classic piece of automotive history that has gained popularity for its elegant design and reliability, which have become characteristic features of all Volvo cars. After a tussle with Raymond Loewy over who was to be credited for Studebaker's groundbreaking in 1947 Starlight Coupe, Exner landed at Chrysler in 1949 in the Advanced Styling Studio. The 1960 Pontiac Bonneville convertible in Colorado red is an elegant representative of the 60s automotive luxury. With its gorgeous red body, powerful 389 CI engine and automatic transmission, it combines the style and power of the era. 1954 Aston Martin DB2/4 Barniletta Burton is a unique car created by the Italian bodybuilder Burton on the basis of the Aston Martin DB2/4. It impresses with a stylish bodyline and aerodynamic design, equipped with a powerful engine. The 1954 Cadillac Eldorado convertible is a luxurious representative of the golden era of American cars. With an elongated body, elegant chrome trim, and a powerful V8 engine. The 1940 Packard 180 formal sedan town car is an exclusive representative of American luxury and automotive design of the 40s.
With its streamlined shape and striking chrome details, this car was known for its sophistication and style. 1938 Plymouth Winchester Suburban is a representative of American cars of that period. Retaining its classic design, it was characterized by reliability and functionality. It had a spacious body. The 1958 Cadillac Fleetwood Series 75 Luminous is a luxurious representative of American limousines of the period. Thanks to its impressive and elegant design, the limousine was characterized by majesty and luxury. The 1948 Davis Devon is a unique car created by American design and entrepreneur Harriet Davis. The three-wheeled car had an exquisite design and impressive appearance. Cadillac Series 75 Fleetwood 7-passenger limousine. The rear and mezzanine top of the line Cadillac is finished in handsome Antonite blue paint with an excellent tan, close interior. Here's his 1963 Studebaker Avanti Coupe. The Studebaker 289 cubic inch V8 is equipped with the optional Paxton supercharger, which pushed power output to a healthy 280 horsepower. The 1930 Packard 734 Speedster is a luxury and high-performance car manufactured by the American company Packard. This model was a member of the exclusive club of elite cars of its time. The 1934 Cadillac Fleetwood V16, a roomless roadster, model 5802, is an exclusive Cadillac luxury car with a V16 engine. It impresses with luxury and elegance of design, high-quality interior, and advanced technologies for its time. 1951 Mercedes-Benz 170S Cabriolet is an elegant convertible with a 1.7-liter engine. It impresses with its stylish design and comfortable convertible body. It represents German luxury and reliability of the post-war period. 1938 Bentley Ambitious is a unique car specially built by French engineer and racer Robert Levry for endurance competitions. The 1962 Chevrolet Corvette convertible is a classic car that is part of the second generation of the Chevrolet Corvette, often referred to as C2 or mid-year Corvette. The Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Cowin is an iconic and highly coveted sports car that was produced by Mercedes-Benz in the 1950s. The 300 SL was known for its impressive performance, top speeds for over 260 mph km per hour.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next video.